We are live finally. So there were some settings needed to be changed just a little bit. So this is our program every day at 7 p.m. where we go through dzese nyaya dzaswera dzichipisa muZimbabwe on social media, but also most importantly behind the scenes where ordinary Zimbabweans have no access to, where we have fortunately my comrades ari mukati who are willing to provide Zimbabweans with real updates pano pamzinda wevanhu neni super nexus. So what is happening right now is something that is very important. 3 days to go, Mnangagwa to step down on his own. So Zimbabwe, this is information iri kubva mu deep state, information iri kubva mukati me government of Zimbabwe, and it's very important for every Zimbabwean to listen to this. So here is the truth, Maria Zimbabwe, according to the information yasvika pa news desk kubva kuna comrade Gungunde. So comrade Gungunde vari kutiudza news dziri important. Comrade Gungunde vari kuti update tichizadzisa or tichita come up to the full conclusion, or when we embrace the full picture of what is happening within the ZANU-PF cabal, within the ZANU-PF political party and Zimbabwean government right now, is this: ndechekuti Emerson Mnangagwa is standing his ground, and his ground is saying, I am loved by the people. Vanhu were the ones who came up with CAB 3, and through constitutional processes I have won, and people have extended my term ne 2 years. And Murupabata, Emerson Mnangagwa, he is standing on it and unshakable, and he is telling Chiwenga faction, which is to say, he's telling the deep state, my generals and control over my military barracks, over my generals who are working right now, currently serving generals, people who can change the direction, people who can change the wind in Zimbabwe. Arikuvaudza kuti iye paferre pachokwadi wakadiwa nevanhu, wakasarudzwa nevanhu, and CAB 3 kusvika pakuzopasiswa kwayo zvinhu zvese zvakafambiswa nemutemo. So Zimbabwe, now we are talking about the 3 days to go, Mnangagwa to step down on his own. So what are we talking about? Now let me get into that. So vari kuti joiner right now, welcome. I'm happy kuti tiri kutaura live together. Remember, every day pano pa the Mtapa Times YouTube channel ndopateti broadcaster live about important stuff like this. So we are talking about 3 days to go, and now I want to get into that 3 days to go. Tinyaya dze 3 days dzatokutaura nezvadzo ndedzechi, right? Zimbabwe, right now there been diplomatic talks pakati pe retired generals anowirirana na Mnangagwa, and also retired generals anowirirana na Chiwenga. So wait, because this is a new concept to tell Zimbabweans. Zimbabweans really don't understand kachiti generals ari kuwirirana both sides, ari kuwirirana Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. What are we talking about? That's why I'm muri pano pamuzinda, because I'm going to get deep into this. I'm going to give you all the information kuti what is happening. So kune ma generals right now, the members of the deep state, very neutral, people who have money, minds and everything, vasina basa nokuti ari panyanga ndiani, and vanhu vari loyal to Chiwenga and also loyal to Mnangagwa, who love both of them. So vakomana ava ndo vapiwa information na Emerson Mnangagwa. Hatizokudza zvedu mazita acho, because we don't want to make the game dangerous. We just want to keep it simple and diplomatic. So let me get into this so my people understand. These generals vanova vari neutral vaienda neshoko kuna Chiwenga, kune Chiwenga faction, vachiudza ivo kuti let's see what the people will do musi wa 31. Let democracy work. And now Mnangagwa's faction is saying regai tione kuti musi wa 31 wacho who is going to get into the streets. Mnangagwa is playing the same old book raakatamba during my consultations ekeb 3, during my chichi ekeb 3, kuda kuti he is believing kuti right now what he is saying to the public or zvaari kutumira vanhu vanosapota Cape 3 vana Tungwarira vana Daniel Garwe nevamwe vakawanda vakasiyana siyana zvaari kutumira vanhu ivavo vachitaura mumastreets vachivhundusira vanhu vachiudza vanhu kuti stay away. He believes kuti Zimbabweans are going to believe it, Zimbabweans are going to take it. So zvichireva kuti muscam 31 kana vanhu vakasapinda mustreet Chiwenga hana evidence yekutaridza the deep state. The deep state yatukutaura kuti ma-retired generals ane mari ane ma-minds ane influence over ma-barracks ane influence over ma-saving generals right now kana vakasataridzwa enough information yekutaridza kuti the people of Zimbabwe are saying no to Mnangagwa and his Cape 3, then these guys will just say, well, then let's have peace, Chiwenga just cool down to siyana nazvo, because at the end of the day these guys they are already eating vanhu vari mukati megovernment, vanhu vari mukati meZANU-PF, vanhu vane ma-mines, vane ma-farms, vane ma-businesses, vane mari because they have looted. And it right. So murezi wamwe ndoda kuti munyatsokuteerera zvakamira zvakadaro. If the people get into the streets, vanhu vakazara mustreet vakataridza kuti zveshuwa they are against Mnangagwa and his Cape 3, do you know what happens? Quickly these members of the deep state vanokuza iri kubaya zvireva kuti they will stand behind Chiwenga, and Chiwenga will stand behind the people, because you know the people what they are about right now kubvisa Mnangagwa and his cabal, and who is going to be the next president, then it will be Chiwenga. So there is a very good chance that if maZimbabweans vakataridza kubatana, maZimbabweans akaita come through streets musi wa 31, then as we said panapa taswera tichizvitaura vaswera panapa kuti this thing will happen on a peaceful level. It's just about seeing where the wave is going and then follow it. So ndikutaura kuti nini, the members of the deep state, the retired generals, the what the big wigs in ZANU-PF vanotevera kuri kuenda nemhepo, ende kuri kuenda nemhepo ndekwatiri kuenda nako isusu sevanhu pakati paemasodamdzo Mnangagwa right now naChiwenga. Once people show musi wa 31 kuti surely they are against Mnangagwa, then the deep state will push Chiwenga in front of us and say, right, if muri against Mnangagwa, this will be your next president. And it so get into the things that are happening in Zimbabwe right now. We are still on politics. So mukomana anonzi Jacob Ngarivume just said something very important. Wataura something very important. And it so let me get into that mure Zimbabwe. Right. So apa tishina makandiwa, but regarding mubvise, we're going to come back because things are happening fast, right? So this is Chiwenga. Let's I mean, most of you, I am sure you have seen this, but what we're going to say, just wait. All right. So basically, Chiwenga ari kutora zvipo, but I have to admit it. Murezimba tripa live muri kutaura neni Super Nexus pano pa them Tapa Times. Vachazotiona time pa Inside Africa Network. Just go on YouTube and make sure you subscribe to them Tapa Times YouTube channel. Apo pa bata all of our updates. Pa Facebook you might miss some of them because We don't post everything there. So just make sure you go on the Tapa Times by YouTube so that you catch all the fire. But you know, kanziyo kari kutorohwa apa tiri muRoma kabva kandirangaridza mazuva angu ndiri kuhigh school pandakaenda form 5 and form 6 ndakaenda at a Roman Catholic boarding school. Ndaibhanga chechi zvokudaro, but mazuva shoma tandaienda ikokoko I felt good. I like kasound akabva kandireminder kakaucha keRoman Catholic Church. But anyway, now let's get into what Jacob Ngarivume ari kutaura about this same video. And it ends today. Many Zimbabweans. So this is yesterday, which was Sunday. And it Sunday, 26 July. And today, many Zimbabweans prayed for our nation. I saw General Chiwenga serving in church as a Catholic deacon. General, you once urged the Zimbabweans to remove the stone so Lazarus could rise. On 31 July, many citizens intend to do just that by peacefully demonstrating, staying away. That's it. Okay. Zimbabwe. People have been following General Chiwenga, the retired General Chiwenga, who is the vice president right now in Zimbabwe. And if you look at things, Vice President Chiwenga, I still have a lot of respect for him. You know, I think munhu kuti at some point wakanyengereka and took, you know, pfungwa dzevabatiriri, pfungwa dzenana Mnangagwa and everything. But as of right now, I think he's standing with the people. He's humble with the people. He can see kuti chinoitika ndechekuti kana munhu akapinda mupower anogona kujairira vanhu, anenge ari panapa pamuzinda wevanhu akateerera. So we are saying now, Vice President Chiwenga and all of you other guys, it's the time. Vanhu vatora risk. Vana Reverend Mtata, vana Tendai Biti, vana Love Momaduku, vana nevamwe vose vari part of the sungano yevanhu. Vatora risk. Vatora first step. Douglas Monzora hapo ere, I think aripo. Vatora that first step. If you leave them now, vakomana vanogona kusungwa vanogona kuvaiba. Now this is the time yekuti Lazarus amutswe. And it. So Jacob Ngarivume zvaataura izvi, this is important. This is something that should go into history books. As I also Super Nexus should go into history books. But anyway, Zimbabwe, now we want to get kuvaridzi venyaya. We want to get to varidzi venyaya. Sungano yevanhu. Sungano yevanhu. Okay, so it's this one, right? Zimbabwe, tasvika pasungano yevanhu ubumbano lompakati, the People's Coalition. So these guys just at 4:25 p.m., which is more like accountable to the people. Respect for the people's sovereignty is the foundation of constitutional democracy. Let the people decide. Let the people decide. Hashtag one people, one constitution, one future. Sungano uvambano.org. Right. This is important. So, at this stage, you mustn't be doubting anything. You can see Sungano Ivano exists and Sungano Ivano still standing on business. Let the people decide. Let the people decide. Takananga mswa 31 July. You Super Nexus. You talk about all these interior things, but you never talk about other things that are happening. We are talking about everything right now, as you can hear. Imimi vechidaka. Vana vevu vatinodai kutaura navo live broadcast, because makakosha Zimbabwe and the future yedu tose yakakosha. That's why these topics exist. That's why we are talking about these things. So now ndakuda kusvika panyaya ndaona yacha Nelson Chamisa kuti Chamisa oramba kuti akatengesa anga achitwa an interview ari ku UK uko na Dara B vakatozvika relocate. But anyway, let's get to that interview. So I have seen the video, but panapa Tripa News Zimbabwe. So we are just going to read part of this article, and then since I have seen the video, I shall pay more evidence, because Zimbabwe, we are one people. let's when we talk about everything, it's beautiful. It gives us conclusions and foresight. So Hans, all right, the topic Kenya, Hans, I have never accepted a cent from ZANU-PF, says Chamisa, denies bribery allegations. So let's get into it a little bit. Former Citizens Coalition for Change CCC leader Nelson Chamisa has dismissed claims that he received money from ZANU-PF to silence him on the controversial constitutional amendment bill CAP 3, which was recently signed into law. The opposition activist argues his record of resistance against the ruling party speaks for itself. Speaking in a recent interview conducted during his current visit to the United Kingdom with Zimbabwean journalist Blessed Mhlanga, posted online, Chamisa said the bribery allegations were part of a propaganda campaign by his detractors. So we got Chamisa here, Hansi, who has been fighting against enactment, and to what extent did they succeed, and how have I fought them? So you must also be very clear that it at times don't listen to too much to failed people who sell you their failed and soiled propaganda about Nelson Chamisa. He said, right, we are not going to read the whole thing. So I have a lot to say. Here is one thing. I think President Nelson Chamisa, I think ego Rababatao. To some extent, I feel like he really takes the whole Zimbabwe situation too much as a personal thing to him. Like he would not unite with anyone because he thinks he really have everybody supporting him. And like Mfeso, at this stage, I'm really to start thinking that he is taking advantage of the fact that he has got a lot of Zimbabweans following him, to the extent that all he wants is a clean slate. Somehow he might actually believe my Bible verses are no poster Isaiah kuti somehow God is in it, and God is just gonna put his hand and people are going to make me president without me taking any risk. Well, kana zvakadaro Chamisa ngane zviroto zvakakurisa too much zvisingafi zvakazadziswa. But anyway, tisingadi kupenda zita ra Chamisa as if he is the problem here. Chamisa is not the problem, he's just an opposition. The problem here is ZANU-PF itself, nemutungamiriri wayo Mnangagwa. So Zimbabwe, let's jump now into the local social and economic news, because pakaipa, what is happening in Zimbabwe pakaipa. So toda kumbopinda on social, this is social news, and tiri kutaura about vamakandiwa, but it's social, but it's political. About vamakandiwa. All right, but Taiwan, Zimbabwe. Let me play this. Ndisandataura anything. Let me play this. I mean, some of you have seen this video. We're just gonna play a short part. So stay tuned and listen.
I'm speaking against what I've heard people say. Because in my life I've seen thieves, but they don't do that after stealing. They eat alone. No one would have known that he has money. His Excellency came here and he said, "What do you want me to do for you?" I said, "Nothing." And I'll funga motion.
Now I've had a second thought.
I'll funga motion.
I've thought about it again. I want to build that church.
Record time. Chimbi.
So, leaving this place, we're really expecting that gentleman is going to bring our gifts.
Unless from Magabatika now.
And these things happen. But now for the gifts. The gifts are there. Now bring it to the house. Means that God will pray for you, will bless you. I'm not talking about all the other members of the apostolic sect. I'm talking about witness.
Not chingwe in Zimbabwe. Right. As well makandiwa. So, first of all, I just want to say this. Whatever game Rutambwa Mfesu, he is winning. He is a big winner. Mfesu ni maru. Mariese unayo. I mean, Mariese unayo. Let me just say that. Mari unayo because he controls, a whole lot of people's attention. He controls a whole lot of people's attention. Thousands upon thousands. Each and every week, we are talking about those who attend live, Mwarari. And then we're talking about online. We're talking about all of these people, some who don't attend, but who still believes in Makandiwa and everything. And Makandiwa unoziva kubvisa nzvipo, atambi, zvipo, chegumi, zvipo, chichichi, and they are always giving him a lot of money. Now, Mfesu, he now also wants Wikinojiv's his money. Hanzi ndakavunzwa na president, what can I do for you? Ndikati hapana chandoda, but ndakufunga. Ndoda kupedza church iyo. Hey, ndoda udi. I'm just saying, Regaiti pinde muri Zimbabwe ku nyaya. Now this one is a simple story, but nyaya vakuru Highlanders, and it seems today was Zwaraboro kuitwa lay to rest. So let's just play.
Empankweni losizi lodwa eSoweto ingoma ayiphakamisi injabulo iphakamisa izinyembezi sithi thina lincedise ezwele lengashazwa enzino khanyayo.
All right, Zimbabwe. Hanzi, thousands of mourners, including government officials, football administrators, players and fans, gathered at Barberfield Stadium in Bulawayo earlier today to pay their final respects to the three Highlanders Football Club executives. Chairman retired Keneo Kenneth Mhlope, Vice Chairman Sifiso Siziva, and Treasurer Ngani Koza, as well as superfan Mbale Ntlesivanda, who perished in a tragic road accident on Thursday last week. So a lot of you already know about this story, and now apatachi kutaridza full them being laid to rest. But now mwakataura pa social media akati avo vaimhanyisa mota calculate this distance from these 3 hours later after the game ended, blah 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 blah. But at the same time, I just want to say, may their souls rest in peace, and may their family also find peace and rest. And Zimbabwe, I am going to end this live broadcast here, saying to all of you, thank you for being part of this broadcast. Stay tuned every day at 7 p.m. Remember, you get all the news pan up from Zindaban.